a jolly morning, would you like to try our peach mango pie with a side of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney? Because if you do, then let's go ahead and get started.
Hi, yeah, hey. Ooh. I forgot to set the game. Hold on. Hi, hey. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. CB, thank you so much for being first. Bright and early in the morning. And Sprinkles Mafia. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. We are back. The lawyers, it's time. I think we might be able to finish this case today. Again, because the speed that we're going at this case is a lot different than how I'm normally playing Ace Attorney. But we are here with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. That is the first game. On the fourth case, we are on day 3 of Turnabout Goodbyes with the investigation. Let me look at the guide. I think it's just day 3 investigation and then trial. And then that's it. It might go long. We'll see. Because I do know this is a long case. So, Turnabout Goodbyes. Why is Google doing this weird thing? I don't want to do the resume browsing. I just want to... There we go. Strategy Wiki says... Yeah, it's... Okay, it's investigation and then day 4's trial. Okay. But we are here. We are queer, so let's go ahead and get to it. So where we last left off, we continued on the trial. A lot of it is just we're not moving forward because... You know, they're bringing in people and they're not really helpful to, the trial. We're coming to a standstill. So now we are continuing the investigations. Let's go ahead into December 27th, 2:11 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder.
Do you really think that Mr. Edgeworth killed...
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life! Never!
Nick!
Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint.
Right on! Tell me the truth, it was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick?
Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
I think you could do better than that, dude. Come on! I saved Edgeworth in there, dude! Edgy!
Why is he twitching?
You guys should be bowing before me! Yeah, bow before your hero, dude!
Larry, you really helped out in the trial today.
You did! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty sussy, dude. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet either.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty... edgy. I mean, can you really know what he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick?
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end.
Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me. You right, Nick?
Yeah. You, Larry.
Not me? But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick?
Enough of the silent treatment!
Why are we shading Maya?
Nick! Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much?
Maya, it's called being in love, sweetie.
I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Oh, sad backstory time. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait. Was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles. And Larry. They saved me. And I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry! What is he talking about?
Huh? Sorry. I kind of forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it! I'm gonna hear this story today, and that's final!
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A Danganronpa class trial!
A Danganronpa class trial?
You remember, Larry? Spring? End of 3rd grade? The kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with shmoney from lunch for lunch from home.
I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared. With $38 still inside. That's a lot of shmoney for like when you're a kid.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it. I do remember that, dude.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So, they thought you did it?
Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day, we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant.
I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it! Guilty, it was you! Thief, get the shmoney back! You're such a meanie! No one play with him, just admit you did it! You can't hide the truth! We're not gonna play with you anymore! Yeah, no more borrowing my eraser! He shouldn't be allowed in the relay race, or the library committee! Give me back the 50 cents I loaned you! Hey!
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's shmoney. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose shmoney had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my shmoney, was it? No. And you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your shmoney that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. You don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the shmoney myself. This class trial is over. Why is the teacher propagating this class trial? That's kind of like evil. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow! I had no idea!
Yeah, I had no idea either. I forgot.
That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone. Without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah. Well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see?
When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney! Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident? Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. Good luck beating Von Karma. Thank you, Flitchard. I appreciate the support. We're really gonna need it. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark suspicions of a demon attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all.
That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him. I wanted to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me. Whether he wanted to or not. In court. Oh my god, this is so gay. Edgeworth believed in me. And I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa. Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believe in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. What the hell? Aw, Nick! Nick! Ah!
Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It very well may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Come on, Larry, I still have to pay rent. Well, good evening, guys. I hope you guys are all doing good today. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet.
Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today.
Oh, really?
He said there was some guy here to arrest by tomorrow.
The boat shop caretaker.
Shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal.
Good luck, Gumshoe. December 27th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. You look grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial.
Last trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade.
Lunch money? Oh. Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it probably really only mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't know? The trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney.
Ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you would do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even.
Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth.
Perhaps.
Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right?
I couldn't let myself deny reality like you.
What do you mean?
My father was taken from me. And you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, He was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook.
That would be Robert Hammond.
On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder.
Lost your memory?
Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys.
What's your relationship with Von Karma?
He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything that I know of the courtroom techniques from him.
So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he's taken on, none were left unsolved. And no one suspect was declared innocent. Ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he will do everything in his power to make it go away.
Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth!
Good morning, Sheldon. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good.
It is a strange situation in which I find myself, I admit.
Oh, sheesh, no kidding. I'm good, and you? I'm doing great. I had such a wonderful sleep. After I finished stream last night, I went straight to bed, and I had like a good 8 hours, and it was absolutely wonderful. I really enjoyed it. I also realized that since my desk is a standing desk now, I could actually elevate my chair seat up. So now I can sit up more straight. It's wonderful. But I hope you're doing good too. I hope you guys are doing great today. I also forgot to ask today's check-in question. You guys have a favorite fragrance? It's the holiday season. I think it's the time for good old Bath & Body Works candles. I've grown to love this scent over the years. It's not my favorite, but like the balsam, like pine wood, you know, those are really good for candles, right? Lavender is really good. I just got a lavender lotion recently. That was really good. I'm gonna save my game before I show Edgeworth a photo of his father's death.
Nick, no! That's a photo of his father! That's a photo of his father! Don't show him that!
You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories.
What is it?
Nothing.
It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out.
Tomorrow. Could that be a coincidence?
But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never.
Or Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry, I'm not sure I can help you with that. What are you showing me this picture for?
No reason.
You know, I was impressed by your deduction in the trial today. Granted, you were at the end of your rope, but still.
Nick, he noticed.
Sorry.
You can't help me with my attorney's badge? Alright, so we're done here. Let's go ahead and go to... I don't think we have to go to Grossberg anymore, right? He's out. Again.
When does he work anyway?
Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. December 27th, Gourd Lake Park, entrance.
Hey pal, long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, yeah? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no prob, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Wanted to catch me some mans. Welcome, Yasmin. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the lurk. I really appreciate it.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, and one other thing. No one can go into the woods today.
The woods?
Where Lotta was camping? Oh, it's raining for you. Well, I hope you, are able to chill and have a nice, cozy, rainy day then.
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Oh, Gumshoe, I can't talk to him anymore. December 27th, Gourd Lake, public beach. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed, too.
I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work.
December 27th, boat rental shop.
That old caretaker got away.
Yep.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
I know that clearing of the throat anywhere.
Hey, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Hey, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg! This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. It is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not sure about that. Be okay with hints if you get really stuck. I'll ask for it when I'm playing a normal ace, like a game that I haven't played. This one we've played already, so I remember it pretty well. But I'll ask if I need help or anything like that. So don't worry. But this stream should go a lot faster than my usual Ace Attorney streams.
Woohoo! What do you mean by that?
Thank you for asking, though. I really appreciate that. Well, I'm not sure.
If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows? December 27th. Caretaker's shack.
Nobody's home. Hello? Hello? Ah! Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello? Hello? Ah! I can't believe he'd run off and leave this poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello? Hello? Ah!
So let's go straight to it.
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Ah! Let's open it, Nick. Come on.
I'm sure there isn't any shmoney in there.
Aww. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Aw, boring!
There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth!
Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here?
How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue! Letter from the safe added to the court record. There's nothing left in the safe.
I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him.
He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial.
Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. Did I get what I needed, or was... Yeah, we'll go check if there's anything else, for sure. I think that's everything I needed from here.
Ah!
What's wrong?
Huh? Oh, never mind.
What? Tell me!
Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week.
Ugh. Oh.
See, that's why I didn't want to tell you.
It's your birthday! Thank you so much for stopping by the stream on your birthday, hopeful. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Alrighty. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear hopeful. Happy birthday to you. Congratulations! Happy birthday! Hope you're having a good one. Oh no! Now we can go back to Grossberg. Can we show Edgeworth this? Wait, hold on. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives.
I see. Revenge. On me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know.
Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something?
Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all.
So he was following this letter then.
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men. Meaning myself and Robert Hammond?
It also says this is your last chance.
Last chance? Wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statutes of limitations of the DL6 incident.
Wait, that old man!
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent.
Oh my god, I remember everything. I'm doing this game right. Welcome in, Suki.
Ayani Yogi was a court bailiff at the time.
Yogi Bear? Yeah. Welcome in, Juma.
We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box.
Hey, Kieran here for my favorite gay lawyers. I'm glad.
We became unsettled.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet, you're not making this any easier.
I want to get out! Help! Help us get out!
Don't shout, you'll get to use up more oxygen.
Yeah!
That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yani Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed to the court, and Yogi was found innocent.
But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want a revenge on you?
Right.
Yeah?
There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. It's my feelings for you. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you, but I like you. In more than just a friend's kind of way.
You mean the nightmare?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime that you committed?
Yes, a memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of a dream?
It is a dream about my father's killing in the dark.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet, I said quiet! You're not making this any easier.
I wanna get out! Help! Get us out!
Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen!
I can't breathe! You're using up my air!
What?
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Oh, what?
What are you?
Stop breathing my air!
No! Father! He's attacking Father!
And I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from the day in court, or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up that pistol.
Get away! Get away from my father!
And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But... That's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me.
Wait, Edgeworth! You mean...
It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father!
This is bad.
What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do?
I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do. Like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe.
There is, Nick! There's someone else who knows about DL6!
Alright, Edgeworth, let's leave you with your drama. December 27th. Grossberg Law Offices. Mr. Grossberg!
Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding! I can't believe you're not! My. Just calm down and tell me what happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So, Edgeworth dreamed that he shot down his own father. It's only a dream! Only a dream! I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No! I don't believe it! Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it was true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win-court record and record. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And? He lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yani Yogi.
Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter.
Tiny Banani, thank you so much for following and joining the Konstellations. Welcome in.
When he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one.
Yeah, warm Konstellations, welcome to you. If there's any other Konstellations here, let's give Tiny Banani a warm welcome for being new here.
The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, It's quite different. He won that innocent verdict not for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh?
Oh, you'll understand soon enough. Wait!
What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting before. A long time ago! Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Oh, I know exactly who. Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means... The one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
If it really was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would have known that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no!
But how could von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow! It must have been quite a shock for von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many, many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe!
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. I know, right? Imagine never taking a vacation. It cannot be me.
In any case, that was the only time he's ever took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset quite him a lot.
Or upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation?
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up deal 6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to deal 6?
I won't let him!
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that! I I just believe in Edward's innocence! I can't believe he'd kill someone!
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care! I know he's not guilty!
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are quite slim.
I understand. The police materials. Huh. December 27th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
There's hardly anyone here.
Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's pounding the pavement for real, but he should also be pounding something else. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again.
Well, now I can't just have anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's in there.
Von Karma?
Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room!
Nick, let's hurry!
Oh my god. Okay. I'm not gonna do a full BRB. I'm just gonna go grab some snacks really fast because we're gonna get juicy up in here. So I'll be back in just a second, okay? Treat my model well. Don't be rude to it. All right, I got some biscottis to go with my coffee. I'm so excited because on weekends, I don't have to like worry about work, so I can have coffee. And I got myself this really good like Santa's peppermint coffee from 7 Leaves. Yummy. December 27th. Police room. Records room.
Musty, dusty, crusty as always.
We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean.
What's wrong, Nick?
Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. On Karma. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Huh? One of the office is open.
Someone must have been looking in it recently.
The label says unsolved cases evidence.
Unsolved cases.
Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty.
What?
What are you doing in here?
Von Karma!
You.
How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense.
Team? I beg your pardon, but you see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I hate this sprite of Manfred von Karma. He looks just so awkward. It's so funny. It freaks me out. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Biscotti with boba is very interesting.
Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist. Oh,
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma,
You had an axe to grind with Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
me.
a grudge against a mere defense attorney. Why? Because he dealt a blow to
Your otherwise perfect trial record?
So you did.
But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That's my
Dear attorney, it is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago?
Go, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. I'm gonna burp. You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You're right.
So Von Karma is gonna bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at— don't— I mean, if we put it in his hands, he's gonna steal it from us. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni.
Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name?
Wait, are both of my AirPods dying? This might be an issue. Oh no, my right AirPod's fine. Wait. My right AirPod is fine. Okay.
He is a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it! You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter!
Yes, my
dear defense attorney, and now I'm gonna burn it! Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me a lot of needless hassle. What?
Nick, what is that thing?
A stun gun for self-defense, usually. He literally whipped out
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000!
Girl, run! Literally, he's run! Run! Why are you standing there, you idiot? Oh, don't worry.
People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No!
What are you?
Nick, run!
Maya!
Out of my way!
He got us. The letters gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Yeah, I know, the filter didn't go on time. Maya! Maya, open your eyes! Maya!
The letter. Did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Maya! There has to be some way I can help her! I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya... She's holding something! What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident. Evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Woohoo! Spicy! Oh my god, this trial is so good! I love playing this one. This one is so wonderful. The final day. Final day. Alright, yeah, we're definitely gonna finish today then. How exciting though, huh guys? December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby, number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are gonna get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday.
Anyway,
Today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
yeah. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard.
Oh! What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya. Yeah, why would the evidence room not have cameras? Why? This is crazy. This is honestly, it's like, okay, so I can talk about it because it's in public court record now, but when I was in jury duty, the trial that I was a part of the jury of, like, the reason, like, it was like about a DUI, right? And like, basically, the defendant was saying that when the police arrested her, like they took her, like they forced her to do all these things, and like the police were like, there were no we didn't have any cameras on our bodies, we didn't have any cameras in our cars, the police station didn't have any cameras. I'm like, are you stupid? Like, what? And like, that's why, like, it was not guilty because there's no decisive evidence. Like, there was like, they would say, like, they had these printed records and stuff, but like the defendant claimed that there was no video evidence, so we can't prove if what they're saying is right or not, you know? For all we know, it could have been fabricated. Like, I just don't get why they don't have cameras. It's so dumb. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Right, good idea.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Ooh, yeah, Belle. Oh, what's gotten into that girl?
Detective Gumshoe!
Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning, Dick. How'd it go, Detective?
Oh, how'd it go, Detective?
Have no fear. As promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be very tired. Let me take care of you.
Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie! Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it! December 28th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution
is ready.
Right, very well. We have researched and reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submits decisive evidence. Understood.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness!
Why did you run away yesterday?
The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see.
Very well, please begin your testimony.
Why I left court.
Oh, I'm really sorry about leaving just yesterday like I did, but I wasn't ready to go away or nothing. I went to go buy some food for Polly, you see. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi! You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it! Hold it! I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger!
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. Sure seems relaxed.
In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Well, Von Karma would have to do his claim self-defense. After all, Maya leaped at him before he tased her. Oh, you're so right, though. Damn. Also, welcome in, Cyanogen. Hope you're doing good. Then why did you leave?
It was just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
If I sat quietly, everyone could be
Guilty in 3 minutes. Food.
Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why'd you go back to the caretaker shack?
Well, I kind of got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right.
Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I believe that. Oh, please, Your Honor, come to your senses. You've lost much of your memory. Is that correct?
Yep, it seems like it.
Yasmin, thank you so much for the care package. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and stand up from our seats. We are gonna go ahead and twist our bodies to the left. Twist our bodies to the right. Let's go ahead and stretch our arms straight up to the sky. Let's roll out that right shoulder. Let's roll out that left shoulder. Very slowly, very gently. Let's roll out that neck. Let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's go ahead and drink some water. Thank you for taking care of me. And Akka, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Hello, hello, hello. Am I winning? I am, now that you're here. Thanks so much for stopping by. Guys, please make sure you check out Akka, who is a fantastic artist. Very multi-talented, also sings, does video editing, all that stuff. and I also believe is in the middle of like rebranding soon, so please make sure you check them out. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Save your game? All right, I'll do it. And how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
Oh, shit. Okay, I will actually say it.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by the stream. I hope you can sit back, relax, and chill. How am I supposed to prove what's going on here in that old cooter's head? That's impossible!
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue.
How can you say you've had no motive? I say you do! You've had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on him, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove
He's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes. Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now, over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies! Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
Don't play dumb, Bar Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. Gregory Edgeworth. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi. That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident! It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi, hasn't he? However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is the court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. We have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you gonna prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, I'm saving my game. Please take this man's fingerprints. Then, we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Tisk, tisk. Huh? Oh, I'm so very, very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. What? Why?
The witness.
There's no fingerprints!
What? No fingerprints?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with this stuff. Yep.
What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past! Is that actually possible? Can you actually, like, get rid of your fingerprints? Is that something you can actually do? That doesn't sound realistic. Hinakyo, welcome in. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Yes? You actually can? Oh my god, that sounds so crazy.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
I think so, but it can come back. Your fingerprints are raised off of your fingers, so acid or something else can remove them. Oh, but what happens then if, like, because you know when you go to like the DMV or whatever, like you have, or if you go to like some sort of governmental facility, you have to take a fingerprint test, right? Like, how can you not do that then? Like, what do they do? No!
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems the case has been decided, no?
Oh, they did that in the live action movie? Oh, burn the flesh off and they never come back? Blech! Ew, 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 ew. I don't want to think about that. No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one!
Nick, what are we gonna do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Tisk, tisk.
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine this parrot for a little comedic relief, hmm? Yeah, very...
Very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Mr. Wright? No, you're not going to...
Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up?
On my proposal.
Exactly, Your Honor!
I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot! If only real courtrooms were like this.
Order! Oh, order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even
Ask! This is a farce! I object! Wait a second!
You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma! I have a right to do it as you suggested!
But if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes out of it, then I hope you are ready to face the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy!
Well, still
Want to go through with your little game?
Let the parrot.
Take the stand! I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
this is the most
Most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
But karma's rigged.
Every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot! She's my last chance! At least, I think so. This really is like one of the silliest things Ace Attorney's ever done. They've done a lot of silly things, but I do think this is very much on the silliest of silly sides. Bailiff, bring in the parrot! That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem. Witness? Who is your owner? Please, testify to us. Who is your owner? Hello? Hello? Quack! Certainly the most concise testimony we've heard so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right.
What are you gonna do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya? I know, imagine getting called for jury duty and then you're wasting your time watching this. Hello? Hello? Swat! Hold it! Witness! You can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify! Maya, you talk to her.
Right. What do I say?
Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name?
Ollie! Squawk! Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Yes, it does!
Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... Oh gosh. Can I just wait just a little bit till we get past it, okay? Yeah, I remember now.
The DL6 case file? That's quite a
Large file you have there. Which pages is proof on them? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name?
Oh, that's right, I can look at it. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Holly Jenkins. Holly!
Exactly, Your Honor. I remembered that. I can't believe, I mean, I don't remember the, reading this part, though. I just remembered the parrot saying, don't forget DL6. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible. Bah!
A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix.
Wait. Is Francisca the granddaughter or the daughter? I don't remember. Is this supposed to be about her? Okay, so she's the she's the daughter. The wiki says she's the daughter. Does she have like another sibling? She doesn't have another sibling, right? Von Kermit is old and he's hallucinating? I'm gonna chalk this up as like this was like retconned or something. Edgeworth was her pseudo sibling. Yeah, but Francisca is like the daughter, not the granddaughter.
Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
She's only 7 years old.
Indeed. Alone it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I gonna find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just give one more piece of evidence.
Right. But what?
Very
Well, your witness, you may continue.
Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me.
Frankly, I can't believe that
that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to give some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner's Mr. Yogi.
Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number on the safe in the shack?
Wait, what was I gonna give Polly? 1228! 1228!
1228! 1228! Squawk! My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us all your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
1228's when the DL6 incident.
Incident closes, so... yeah.
The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright,
Where in the file is something relating to the safe number? It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DLC incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
that is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I am number 1, and don't you even dare think about getting my cards. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing.
Imagine the
Doxing your credit card's PIN number? That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that
Is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately! Imagine using a single number as your safe box's code. Set your number, instead of setting it to 1, do 0004. Then no one will ever suspect you. Witness, tell us your name. Wait!
This witness, he doesn't remember. No,
It's okay. Whoa! I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years! Oh, Scythe. Alright.
well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Kieran, welcome inside.
Order! Order! Yanni Yogi! So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing.
No, so I've redeemed the voice mod reward, so it's gonna be on for 5 minutes.
Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment! Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I am not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. One Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it! Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty!
This is what a superstar looks like.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Did someone say objection?
May, welcome in! Hiya, hiya, hiya! It's been so long. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by. Perfect timing too. You get to unpack DL6 with me all over again. Guys, please make sure you follow Memorin, who is a wonderful friend and a fantastic artist. If you guys are big Ace Attorney fans, you will not be spoiled because, or you will be spoiled, like a good way, because May draws nothing but Ace Attorney. You're about to go to sleep, though? Oh, man. Yeah, no, go get some rest. As much as I would love for you to stay and hang out with us, you need rest. But thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope you had a wonderful time. If you try to get her to say, don't forget DL6, it's revealed that Von Karma already trained her to not say that. Let me see. The time is just bad for me. I was gonna say, usually, I was like, I shouldn't
At this time, because then you can't be here for that. So I think once Christmas is over and we go back to Trials and Tribulations, I might move Ace Attorney streams to the evening time because it's, a great time for me. And then it's usually pretty good for people in Asia as well. And I definitely want to have you guys there for those, especially when we get to Apollo Justice, because I know you really, really like Apollo Justice. But yeah, I'll plan my schedule more later on in the future. But either way, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Did somebody say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... Bye-bye. No. Edgeworth! Oh my god, wait, I need to hear it. I love Edgeworth's objection so much.
Objection!
Good for those in Asia. Me here at 5:30 a.m. Good morning, Color Brews. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yeah, I would say my normal stream time is pretty friendly for people in Asia. But I had weekends in the mornings because, you know, they would help out for people in Europe. But I think maybe for Ace Attorney, I might just keep it at my regular stream times. And then for any morning streams I want to do on the weekends, it'll be like something different, right? We can play like more like hangout games. But either way, this year, we'll talk about it more in like the yearly recap for like all the different things I tried for the stream and all that. I do like morning streams. Maybe Ace Attorney isn't the best game for those. But either way, yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it.
Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess! He's gonna say he's guilty! He's gonna tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident! He's gonna tell him he killed his own dad!
Uh-oh, what do I do? You kiss him on the lips and shut him up. The judgment has already been passed! I object to Edgeworth's outburst!
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
Karma possessed by Satan? No. Karma is Satan.
For 15 years, I have had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That is what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream! Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer!
You mean?
In the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me! Your Honor, I confess my guilt! I'm guilty for DO6, the statute of limitations of which ends today! The culprit is me! Order! Order! It is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy!
you doing?
Huh? Oh. Isha and Struck, thank you so much for following and joining the Konstellations. Welcome in. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, Pearl? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belt. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
I love Gumshoe, TBH. I mean, if you're stopping by the stream, you most definitely probably like Gumshoe, so. But thank you so much for stopping by. If there's any Konstellations here, let's give them a warm welcome for being new here in the chat. December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 3.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge.
Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, through pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. A statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see.
Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Oh my goodness! Isha, and thank you so much for joining the Superstar Sub Club right after joining the Konstellations. Welcome in, I hope you enjoy. Fastest sub ever, no cap. Why? It's been like not even 5 minutes.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney and professional homosexual. Mr.
Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct. Then
Testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was
Telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. If only I could get it to work!
Please, please.
The DL6 incident.
That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That is all.
Lunaris Moon, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, gamers. Hiya, hey, hey. If you guys are new here, it is lovely to meet you all. My name is Kieran. I'm a magical boy idol VTuber, as well as a queer Filipino-American voice actor for animation, anime, and video games. If you guys like Fire Emblem, I provide the English voices for Sane and Rickard in Fire Emblem Heroes. If you guys play Genshin, I play Kazuha's great-grandfather, Kaedehara Yoshinori. If you guys like Yaoi or Boys Love, I play Koichi Mizuki in The Titan's Bride. And if you guys like Yakuza, I provide some English voices in Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the man who erased his name. Welcome in, Lunaris. How was your stream? Lunaris Moon.
I want to swallow that. It's ilium. Give it to me. What?
That's a sentence.
That is a
It's
sentence.
ilium.
That is very much a sentence.
Ugh.
Hey! Oh my god.
I love whenever the clip shoutouts give the most like unhinged sussy comment clips out of context. It is amazing. But I hope you guys had fun chatting it up and hanging out. We are currently playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, if you guys would like to stick around. But yeah, let me say hi to the raiders really fast. Welcome in Miss Mushi, Megatron, Stallion Spawn, and of course, Lunaris. It was good. We did some tier lists. Oh, fun, fun, fun. Yeah, I want to do a tier list stream again soon. But either way, thank you so much for hanging out. If you guys need to go, please make sure you take care of yourselves. Go ahead and drink some water. Give yourself a nice stretchy. And don't forget to take your medications if you need to, because that is extremely important. Otherwise, if you want to keep on hanging out with us, we're getting into the thick of it. You know, our boyfriend, he's on trial for murder that he did not commit. But, you know, we're here to defend him, so let's go ahead and do it. But thank you so much for the raid. I really, really, really appreciate the company.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The DL6 incident. Hold it! What was the trial your father was involved on that day?
I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney.
Stallion Spawn, thank you so much for following and joining the Konstellations. Welcome in.
Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case?
It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed
Out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. So, there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in the elevator?
Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed, and no one came to help.
What did you do then? The Von Karma filter? It's funny, yeah.
I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then...
What was it?
a pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster.
And you picked it up. What happened next?
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. but the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying you
Threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi. I was.
in a daze?
Good afternoon, Sonata. Welcome in. Hello, hello. The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. The gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream. To this day?
Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is! One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. I'd better find out and quick. Single gunshot, and then the thing says that there's two. Objection! Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy
Dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it is on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. Oh my god, Kira, welcome in, bestie. Hi. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Hi.
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you are aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What?
Impossible! No, no.
Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. You have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident. Mr. Wright?
Okay, we're not using it yet. We're not using it yet. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Objection!
Second firing of the pistol is related to this incident. Do you have any evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? It's Polly, obviously. Oh, the photo, because the photo has another... Look at this! Look at this photograph! This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Take that! As it should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. Your Honor! Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course!
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright. Once more, look at the DL6 incident case files. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary.
It's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point.
The second
The bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not actually exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door.
Oh yeah?
And how about this bullet that I have?
order, I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I am afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk.
Tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in that matter. How did that happen?
I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist! Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What the hell are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising a goddamn objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all of my conjectures are for nothing!
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick! You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent!
I'm sorry. It's just... when I saw the photograph, I thought that the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now... I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime.
Bye-bye, Shoujo. Take care.
That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely.
I would like to ask
One thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did.
Oh no! He's accepted the guilt!
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now!
Indeed.
Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright.
Objection! Well, that was bad. Objection! Objection! Your Honor, I object!
tisk.
Tiff, tiff. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Banter!
Hiya, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Thanks so much for stopping by. Oof! Nick? I don't know. This case is perfect. Oh no! It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers, Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor!
Hmm?
The second bullet! It existed!
What? But we've just heard proof that it does not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. Oh, I'm really grasping here. It's just... Someone took it from the scene of the crime! That's what happened!
But who?
The murderer!
The murderer.
Then tell us, just who is the murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet. But why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not too easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright.
Do you know that surprising amount of Damon Gant von Karma Yowie exists? Oh, if you can dream it, you can Yowie it. 1,000,000%.
Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
What possible reason could they have had? Well,
The reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is... maybe they thought the bullet would be used as proof.
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
If that
was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh?
Why would they only take
One of the two shots fired. Oh, right.
Oh, no. No, I have not actually thought this through. Which case? No. This is from the first game. It's the first game. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet. Oh.
Oh my god, I was that far behind? Skippy. Yeah, this case has Gordy 100%. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I blanked out. Yes, this is the one. Yes. Wow, that was a lot of game that I did not save. Yeah, no, we finished that part. Yeah. You literally just missed the entire part where we cross-examined the parrot. There we go. So let's save. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Bah! The murderer had no reason to take that bullet! You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Phoenix, it's me. Believe in yourself. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor! I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean?
Well, for instance... for instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer!
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying. For instance. I mean, if it hits you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Hey, pero. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving the only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Oh my god, I remember what happened here. It's so stupid. Yes. I guess that's how it would work. Yeah.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
the murderer came from outside, yes. This is so stupid. I hate this so much. Welcome in, Coco. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet... the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying?
Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. It was the first and last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean...
It could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident! He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth!
It was Von Karma!
Oh man, oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out? And say it now? Yeah, no. Why would we save it? Your Honor! There is a suspect. One lone suspect! Good day, Kieran, Wright. Welcome in, Visden, y'all.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
Oh, my hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma!
Von Karma! You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor, the one standing right over there.
You
Don't object.
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident! Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record! Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
You're claiming I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is!
It's no use.
Edgeworth!
I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. I would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect!
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane!
No. He couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Disc. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove I was shot?
This part is so Stupid. It would be impossible to find the doctor who operated on Von Karma now. Even if Von Karma did undergo surgery.
It seems you finally come to your senses. You realize the truth. You can't prove something that didn't happen.
Nick. The court record. Oh. The court record. There must be something. The court record? What could be in there? Ugh, there's no time! I'd better think on it as I go. All right, Von Karma. I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how much you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma's was shot.
Is. Take that!
What exactly
Is that?
Oh, because he's left-handed now. Oh, nope. No, that's Yanni Yogi. I'm stupid. Why don't I remember this? Holding. Pause. Oh my god, this is so stupid. I remember now. Von Karma's perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean? I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma! See, this part doesn't make sense to me, because if he went on vacation, he couldn't do that, because if he went through a metal detector, it would be detected, right? Is that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector! Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. He took a staycation. I refuse.
You refuse.
But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order! Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Well, it's not just if he leaves the country. It's like if he goes, like, there's a lot of places that are like, if you go anywhere, right? There will be a metal detector. You know, if you go to like an event or anything like that. It was the other time I got shot. Well, no, because even if he says it wasn't from that time, the markings on that bullet would match the pistol. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations
Runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough!
I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know. But we have to give it a shot. It reacted! Something's inside his right shoulder! The bullet! Mr. Von Karma.
You. It was you! I was afraid.
Afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet on my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot
On the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Mr. Von Karma,
Can you prove that? Prove.
I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright. Well, can you prove it?
Fuck if I know.
Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close.
One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your
Own grave trying to convict Edgeworth. I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here is my final proof!
That's a bullet? Where did you
get that? This is the bullet used in the
DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact.
ballistic markings?
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, will you let us remove the bullet from your shoulder? Or you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all! Well, Mr. Von Karma?
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait. I know!
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier.
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! Oh, it didn't do the voice mod, Lamau.
It's that scream I've heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma!
Edgeworth! Only if you... Oh, wrong one.
Oh, it's too late. Lamau.
So, it was you!
You and your father! Oh my gosh! Your father shamed me with the penalty of my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death!
Welcome in, Tico. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for stopping by.
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I
was careless. I'm sorry, but you will
have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth!
Who is this guy? Is this Edgeworth?
It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me!
Penalized! It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise.
I
I was in pain. A horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Young. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Hiss.
5:30 a.m.
Oh my god, please go to bed, Yishan. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you had fun.
Who would have thought another man would come to open that elevator door? Judge! What?
What are you doing?
Do your job. Bring it onto this miserable charade. No, end it. Very well.
It appears we've come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
This is what a superstar looks like.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick! Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah?
I love you. I'm not sure how to say this, but I love you.
I know! Try, I love you!
I see. I love you. Right.
Me too, Edgeworth.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry.
You've got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
I'm still not good at that sort of thing.
She's got you there.
Woohoo! Yeah, baby! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget you this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Woohoo! Ooh, yeah, baby. Yes, queen. Boots house down, mama slay. Yeah. I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey, y'all! Lotta! Y'all were great in there!
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth! Congrats!
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course! Just look at you! You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar if even no one was there!
You were the witness of the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh?
Huh?
Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh? Oh, it's over, Nick! My life is over, dude! What? Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now?
Oh, Nick! I'm not long for this world.
You don't look sick.
Oh, it's Beyonce! She's gonna live in Paris! Paris, Nick! Oh, she's leaving me behind! Oh.
Should have seen that coming.
Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy! Here's a little gift from me in celebration. A celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts! You come along tonight too! My treat, pal! Oh, thanks! Oh, looking forward to it, man. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not like police talk for prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got shmoney in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give shmoney away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38. Right.
Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. 38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38? No. No! Larry, it was you!
What are you so surprised about, Wright?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the shmoney lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history.
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying that you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, that sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. I love that Edgeworth is like, I don't think you know this, but you know, when something smells, it's the butts. You should have told me!
Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did!
Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence to both of you! Man, if I'd only known I would become a prosecutor!
The same goes for me. Only the other way around.
Death to all of them!
For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor, in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch? Right.
Hey, y'all! Line up! I'll take a photo! Hey, photo time! Let's go!
And after that, dinner on me!
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Whoa. I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Huh? What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training.
Oh.
I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? Ah! The first trains for the mountains have already left! To the station! I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it! Wait!
Huh?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice. But still, it was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
You were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you did help. Oh shit.
Evidence?
Oh, it's the bullet, duh.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm gonna complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
So, this is it. See you soon.
See you soon, Maya.
Thanks, Nick.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now, a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters.
Huh. Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim.
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
All right, we did it.
Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went back right outside.
Thank you for the head pat.
Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Huh? Oh, Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah.
Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Phoenix, right? Oh, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Gatewalter Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Yes, me as understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they have a DVD in the box? Not that I know what a DVD is. Everything these days is I'm supposed to know.
I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
But you make my dreams come true, Powers. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a skilled standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Welcome in, Light. Hello, hello, hello. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, all right? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Oh, what a dog! It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Ah, welcome in. I hope you're doing good today. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know what picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous in Phasmophobia. Yeah, we just finished. Fatal Frame? That's true, that too. Bum, 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 bum. All right. When's Apollo coming out again? January 25th. Well, so this was the first game. We went back to the first game. Or let's go to the Zatsudan screen for a bit. So thank you guys so much for playing with me. So today, this wasn't the game that we're currently on. If you guys were missing it, I was actually playing the first game for this month because the whole almost Christmas things wasn't Christmas. So I thought it was fun to get to go back to the first game, and also I'm happy that I got to archive it because we haven't been archiving the first game. So can't wait to replay the La Miroir case. I don't know anything past what I've already played so far, so I'm looking forward to it, but I also don't want to be spoiled about anything, okay? But yeah. So now that we finished that, starting next week, we're gonna go back to the third game, Trials and Tribulations. We're gonna be on the fourth case, so we're almost done with that game. And then I'm planning on hopefully finishing up the Phoenix Wright trilogy before Apollo Justice comes out in January 25th. So that way we can just go straight into Apollo the first day that it comes out. So yeah, this was really fun. No. I'm not doing Rise from the Ashes because I was only playing this case just because of Christmas.
Yeah. I wasn't planning on playing any more of the first game because we've already played the first game. People tend to hate on Apollo. Oh, actually, a lot of people here have been very vocal about how much they love Apollo. But yeah. So we have about a month. We have about a month until Apollo comes out. So hopefully, you know, I'll try and finish up the Phoenix Wright trilogy before then. Yeah. I thought we were going to get a drought of Ace Attorney content. No, there's so much that I haven't played yet. You know, Apollo, Justice, and then Dual Destinies, and then Spirit of Justice. Those are all very long games. I'm hoping by the time I finish those, you know, we get a port of the Edgeworth duology. And if we don't, at the very least, I'll just get Edgeworth Investigations on iPad and then stream that. So we have at least enough Ace Attorney content for at least another year or so, I would say. But I'm super excited. You know, we're just scratching the surface with this series. We've done a lot, but there's so much more that's left. Mitsan has his own game, so he has Ace Attorney Investigations, and you play as Edgeworth. But we only got the first one localized in English. The second one is in Japan only, so a lot of people have been trying to fight to get that localized. So I really hope that we get, at the very least, those two brought over to modern console, and if not, at the very least, a new game, right? Yeah, there's a lot, because there's also those, and of course, there's still Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. So I do have that. I just need to go get my 3DS capture card modded, so that way I can stream that with you guys. But yeah, there's a lot of Ace Attorney that we have left. Do not worry. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But thank you guys so much for staying with me every step of the way. I really, really, really appreciate it. I hope that you guys have fun playing Ace Attorney with me. Layton versus Wright is so good. I know a lot of people like it. I know. But yeah. Project X Zone? Yeah, I'm just gonna stream Project X Zone because Phoenix Wright is in it. Oh my goodness gracious. But yeah. It's gonna be a great time. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate Phoenix only playthrough? I swear to God, you guys. Oh my God. As an Ace Attorney tuber, you should be quiet. It's so funny. I love Ace Attorney. I don't think I peg myself as exclusively an Ace Attorney tuber. But then again, you're not a Pikmin tuber, but you're a Pikmin tuber. But yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. I've really been enjoying the series. And it's so funny, knowing and seeing the evolution of my love for the series from when I first started streaming it to where it is at now. It's so. But I'm having a great time. It's been wonderful. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'll be finalizing my schedule for the week, but if you guys would like to join us, on Friday, we're going to be having our Konstellations holiday party. So if you guys would like to send a card or a care package or anything of the sort, you can send physical cards or care packages to the P.O. box that is available in that link. Or if you want to submit a digital card or digital illustration or anything like that, you can go ahead and send it on that Google form as well. We'll be reading all the stuff that you guys sent over on Friday, and then we'll also be building a gingerbread house. And if we have time, we're going to be playing some Maple Story. We're going to throw it back and play some old games from back in the day. So it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. But yeah, of course, also, if you guys are new here, please make sure to keep up on all the socials on Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Atelier Kieran. And if you guys would like to join the Discord, it is open to everyone as long as you guys are all over 18. But I also hope that you guys are all adults if you're watching this stream. Maple Story spent forever killing tree stumps. Yeah, I think it's going to be really funny to, like, if we all got together. Because Maple Story has, like, the Christmas event, right? If we have to bring it back and we're all gonna like hang out at the Christmas town, right? It's gonna be a fun old time. But yes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I always wanted to play Maple Story myself and get it downloaded before Friday. We're gonna do this together. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate it. I know exactly who I want to raid. This is gonna be a fun time because she does not usually stream. So, I'm gonna be sending you guys over to my dear friend, Kat, who is a professional voice actress. She has a lot of really cool roles she got to announce recently. So if you guys are playing Persona 5 Tactica, she is the voice of, oh my god, who did she play in P5T? Marie? Is it Marie? The new jailer character? And then if you guys are playing Genshin, she is the English voice for Skirk. So please make sure you join me in sending her some love, because she's a really dear friend of mine. And say some hey-heys. If you have access to the blankies, send her some blankies too. But yes, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I will see you guys again soon, hopefully for the holiday party. But until then, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your weekend. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Mobile or PC? Huh? Both? I don't know. Yeah, thank you for the stream. Thank you guys for being here. Take care. Always a pleasure to be here. Always a pleasure to have you all here. I love you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. Up to Kieran! Bye-bye! Oh, Maple Story PC! Maple Story PC!